No, I think the current rules are working. I think, you know, as a general rule, I think racism has taken a big dip in terms of it being at the forefront of people's minds now. I think, like I say, I think 10, 15 years ago it was quite rife, and I think, you know, for my sins, I'm also a Spurs season ticket holder, and I go and watch them regularly at Wembley, and rarely now do you see you know, a racist slur or anything like that going on from the side of the pitch.
Yes and no, because you can't really see what individuals are going to be like within watching the game or during the game. Just tempers are flaring, people intoxic with alcohol as well, and
Being in Kent, it wasn't an area where it was predominantly black or there was minorities there, but it affected me in a way where I never got my pro contract because a manager was racist and he chose someone else, and it affected me really bad because it made me turn to cannabis, like drugs, like drink, alcohol. It changed my life for the worse. So it can affect you. Certain players that I've known have gone into suicide because of it.
There will always be things that happen in dressing rooms. There will always be things that happen on training pitches. Some in banter, some in jest, and you know there are fine lines. And I think that's the area that we have to deal with as managers and coaches more than anything else. I can't really speak for the juniors because I don't get involved in that side of it. But from the adult perspective, we're very conscious of what goes on, you know. But like I say, there are lines that you don't cross. But there is banter and there is, you know, jokes made and stuff by all the different diversities. You know, it's not like it's just one ethnic group, which is not.
Russia is where the World Cup's going. The Russian fans have been fined £22,000. So clearly, the issues of racism are not being taken seriously by FIFA and UEFA. It clearly doesn't work. You know, the World Cup is going to Russia. There have been far too many incidents of racist behaviour in Russia to allow a country like that to have the World Cup. The World Cup is a celebration of world football. So they pick a place where every nation that qualifies, even those that don't qualify, are invited to come and celebrate the difference in football. And it's in a country that doesn't embrace difference. That tells me, you know, this is the tip of a very big iceberg, you know, where FIFA and UEFA have got it wrong. A country that I think was one of their clubs, I think Spartak Moscow, I think it was, that allegedly had a manifesto, a fans manifesto. And one of the points on the manifesto was they did not want black players playing for their club. Now, for fans to openly say that publicly and nothing is done about it, my worry is what has to happen before FIFA and UEFA actually recognise that racist abuse happens. Crowds don't chant. The monkey chants aren't prevalent. But also, I think fans in this country's courage to police themselves. I think to be hugely aware that this kind of behaviour is unacceptable.
The majority of the football clubs nowadays, they have strong views on stuff like this when it comes to racism, like FIFA, UEFA. They're trying to kick it out, basically, like the Kick It Out campaign. So, yeah, they are dealing with it better than it was before. If you look into the 70s and 80s, where you get that in the terraces, where there was a lot of banana throwing and stuff like that. So, most of that's been cut out nowadays.
Trying to create something, make something happen. He's won a corner kick. And lovely football. Cesc Fabregas, this is something you don't like to see in the world of football. A silly moment in the match, but credit to Dani Alves. He gets on with it.
Well, now probably 15 years or so. And I've seen quite a substantial change in it, and the approach to it. So I don't think the approach necessarily is down to what we do at Tonbridge Angels, but I think it's what we do as a non-league club, and also down to the juniors. I think now, from the juniors upwards, I think the schools play a big part in that, in the way that they embrace different diversities across all walks of life, and we're no different as a football club. We embrace that as well, and we don't. It's not the same now as it used to be in terms of racism, because I think where you would come across it quite frequently, I would say, around when I was doing it 15 years ago. So now it's very few and far between. I think there's a general acceptance that everyone's equal. We're all there to play football, and we're all there to do the best we possibly can.